Hi, everyone. So, my session today is about teaching on the next level, boosting educator growth and learner success. This is an overview of my experience. I have different roles in my job. I have pursued my master's degree, looking forward to continue my doctorate degree, wealth of experience in teaching in 4 different countries, and so on. You can connect with me on social media platforms. Looking at a bigger picture, we're going to start with the future of growth framework, which has been developed by World Economic Forum. And you have a title right here, a hyperlink right here, which takes you further. I'm going to show it in a bit. So that framework looks at societies in multi-dimensional approach. And it's based on innovativeness, inclusiveness, sustainability, and resilience. Under these umbrellas, you have different ecosystems. And this is how we measure societies based on financial ecosystem, technology ecosystem, talent, resources, institutions. If you go further with that link, you would scroll down, for example, and then let's say innovativeness. I explore the map, and then you can hover over the maps and see the countries, how they are developing. This can trigger an example or an inquiry with your students about the development in innovativeness, for example, or other ecosystems over here and what's under them. For example, digital payments, education attainment, and so on. Now, why am I bringing this? I'm going to take you back to the presentation because the World Economic Forum suggests an education framework that highlights the global skills for societies that are important, such as global citizenship skills, technology, skills, abilities, attitudes, and values that are essential for the future, for future growth, for the students to thrive in the future. And you can explore them further by using this hyperlink. Our role as educators is to use strategies in the class, like the research method, the scientific research method, or the design thinking process, or the inquiry cycle. Whatever strategies we use in this class are what shapes the mindset of our students, how we critically make them think, how we train them on criticizing something or taking things further or becoming more creative. These strategies help us create meaningful, authentic, holistic, or realistic, whatever adjective you could use over here to make the experience for the students out of the box. And from here, I am going to start talking about some experiences that I've had with my students. In grade 1, for example, we used animation and holograms. We tried to animate the drawings that they made with their hands. So we were learning about the senses and then modifying the experience based on the Summer model to use a tool that is AI tool that animates their drawings, and they get to choose the animation point. We sparked their curiosity over here. And then using Canva tools, AI Canva tools like background remover, we're able to remove the background and then duplicate those animation videos to create a holographic video. We put the students at the center of learning. We ignited their agency. We redefined the whole experience. Using a template such as this one, we were able to collaborate with the arts teacher to design a visualizer, and then eventually the students were able to see their designs as holograms using this holographic video and the visualizer. So we touched based on different standards over here in different frameworks. And then later on, we wanted to elevate reflection. We wanted to sit with the students, talk about the process, how we did all of this. We reflected, and then eventually they were able to draw all the steps that they use to develop drawing into a hologram. I mean, this experience was very enriching for the kids. They learned so many concepts and they also touched base on the senses in this area. In another experience, such as machine learning in grade 4, we wanted to learn what machine learning is, so we played this game where a robot, you train it on recognizing trash from fish. It's an authentic experience and it connects with the SDG goals. And later on, we were able to train the model on attitudes. Now, how does this translate into our experience? We used other experiences, Google experiments, such as QuickDraw, AutoDraw, and Scrabble, how to recognize our drawings. So the game recognizes our drawings and tries to guess it, or our motion, or even builds on the music that we make. We elevated the experience for the students to reflect about machine learning and what does it do? Is it only for recognizing images, or does it do other things? And then later on, as a final project, the students use Google experiments to develop on Teachable Machine a model for a machine learning that recognizes pauses or even sound. And then you have other examples like image, audio, pause. We touched based on a specific ST standard over here, which is teaching computational and design thinking. In grade 5 also, we used AI-generated images. We used prompts in Canva to generate images, which is connected to OpenAI, and then they used different styles, and they started comparing the styles that they get. Using the AI tools again, they were able to remove the background and add an animated one behind. So we sparked their curiosity about AI-generated images. And then we started talking about prompt engineering and how we can change it further. We're going to see this in a bit. But later on, they used some tools in Canva also to expand the image and even to grab things and make copies of it. And this is using AI-generated tools that is redefining the whole experience for the students based on the SAMR model. And also, we wanted to talk about the ethics of this. How legal is what we're doing? So they started saying that we can cite these. And then they made up their own rules on Padlet. And then later on, they wrote a citation for that generated image based on MLA or something similar. So they wrote down the prompt, the app, the style, and the date. In another inquiry into large language models like Gemini, Copilot, ChatGPT, or Poe, they wanted to compare the responses for the prompts. And then we wanted to work on prompt engineering and improve their way of describing things. So what we did is that we used Gemini and ChatGPT to generate poems, and then they started exploring which one is more advanced, which one can refine it further for me. And then using this Google experiment, they were able to learn how to describe things in a better way. So you could see the percentage of matching here using this game that they played. So these are tools that are available on my website if you want to check them out. This is my website where I put for you the generative AI. In another area, we wanted to talk about AI bias and ethics. So over here, there are 3 sets of games that you can play with your students to provoke discussions about AI bias. Is the screening model going to hire people with this game based on their gender or race and so on? Is the charity over here going to give to this society and not that one, and why? What is it for? Or here is the self-driven car going to bump into the block to save the people crossing the road? Or is it going to save the people in the car and drive through the people on the crossroad? I mean, yeah, it's big a little bit. Your Continuous development as an educator affects the level of engagement in your class and the achievement of your students. Therefore, it is important that you question what framework you could use for your professional growth, or what can you do for innovative teaching. SAMR model is one of the best frameworks you can use for technology integration and to elevate the level of transformation in your classroom or in your school. The UDL helps you redesign your lessons in a way that are more engaging, presented in multiple means, and have multiple means of taking action, of showing the product. The ISTE standards have 4 sets of standards for students, educators, leaders, and coaches, and they help redefine the way we integrate technology and at the same time help you scale your level of technology integration and what you can, the points that you want to improve and the points you need to build upon. The transformational learning principles, which are recently released by ASCD and ISTE, help you think about your experience, the way you are planning for it, if it sparks curiosity, if it develops expertise, if it ensures there's equity in the class, and so on. Always look at these frameworks, but then if you ask yourself, how do you put it all together? It's hard. You can't put it all together, but of course, you can keep updating your skills to try to meet some standards from here and there, to try to elevate as much as you can. You can pursue online courses, you can reflect, you can collect evidence, and you can always join the PLNs such as the EduBridges to improve your skills and to exchange information with other educators and learn from each other. So if you are looking for online courses to elevate your skills in AI, I developed this page where it has a lot of video resources that can help you with that. So you can check it out, mostly about AI, but there are other things too. And if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out. These are my emails, and there are social media platforms that we can connect with. Thank you for watching this video.